This is every Easter egg and hidden detail in the new Venom 3 trailer, and all I gotta say is it looks like we're getting Spider-Man and the God of Symbiotes.
We are Venom, Eddie.
Let me stop. Starting off with the big ones, that's what she said. It's officially confirmed that Venom can wink, but in all seriousness, this trailer was just a big tease to the God of Symbiotes himself, and who I think is gonna end up being the Sonyverse main villain. I'm talking Thanos levels. I mean, Venom himself is scared to even speak his name. Like, this man is Voldemort. Tell me his name again. It's Null. But before we get introduced to him, we get this shot of what looks like murdered symbiotes, and then we see Venom's maker on the throne. But the interesting thing is he's not surrounded by symbiotes. He's surrounded by these creatures. More on them in a second. I had my doubts, but taking a look at the throne, and the fact that he was born in the darkness. Then we get a shot of his long white hair, and I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely Null, the God of Symbiotes. And I don't think you guys realize just how much of a fucking problem he is. Think Thanos levels. This man was around when the Celestials were born, except all y'all merely adopted the dark. He was born in it, molded by it. This man decapitated a Celestial. Huh? What'd you say? Yeah, you heard that right, with his Necro sword, which, by the way, is technically supposed to be the sword that Gore the God Butcher uses in Thor Love and Thunder, but let's not talk about that because that's just gonna piss me off. And apparently Norman Reedus is gonna be playing Null? This shit means something to me! But if I had to guess, Sony pulled a Sony, and this is a post-credit scene, and Null is being set up as the Thanos for the Sonyverse. I feel like Sony's endgame is to have their Sinister Six of anti-heroes, Venom included, teaming up with Tom, Toby, and Andrew to stop Null. Make it an Infinity War type movie, have Sam Raimi direct, watch the box office explode. Oh yeah, almost forgot to show you guys my credentials. So you could definitely say I'm a little excited. But moving on to the rest of the trailer, we get a better look at these creatures that I told you Null was surrounded by, and these are xenophages. And these men in black wannabe aliens, they love hunting and eating symbiotes. And it looks like they're gonna be causing Venom problems as they fight on the 737 Tough. But we get this very Transformers-esque shot of meteorites landing on Earth. And here you can see Juno Temple, shout out to all my Ted Lasso fans, staring at these meteorites falling. I think Null has sent these xenophages to go kill/collect the symbiotes, which actually adds a lot of depth to the symbiotes and why they left their home planet in the beginning. Because of this crazy dictator mother. And we know Juno Temple's gonna be working for the military. And she's most likely gonna be playing Patricia Robertson, who ends up becoming Scream, who in the comics is a member of the Life Foundation symbiotes. We already saw Riot in the first Venom. And thanks to the other trailer, we know the government is in possession of other symbiotes. This definitely looks like Scream, yellow and red. And this one right here is green and red, which I definitely think is gonna be either Lasher or Tox, who we got a shot of in another teaser trailer. And I'm thinking that might be Detective Mulligan, considering the fact that they have him captured and they're studying him. Plus his eyes are turning green. And in the comics, Detective Mulligan becomes Toxin, who I mentioned earlier, but he's supposed to be red, black with a green tongue. But maybe this could be Lasher, who we can see here. But this is probably just what Toxin looks like. Now don't forget we got Chiwetel Ejiofor in this movie, who is not playing Mordo or a Mordo variant, but it looks like he's gonna be playing Orwell Taylor, a former US general who ends up making his own vigilante squad called the Jury. We actually got a shot of in the previous trailer, and he does all this after his son was killed in a prison break thanks to Venom. If I had to guess, Orwell Taylor's son was probably killed by Carnage in this universe, and ever since then he's vowed to kill all symbiotes. But don't forget about all the multiverse shenanigans this movie has too, because Venom was sent to the MCU but then sent back, where a sliver of the symbiote was left behind in the MCU, but in this trailer, Orwell Taylor is taking it. Don't forget that Risa Fons is in this movie returning as the Lizard. Yeah, that's right, this Lizard, or a variant of Dr. Kurt Connors. So is Venom in Andrew's universe? Because there's also this family that's gonna show up in the movie. Rumors are saying that, yeah, that's a 10-year-old Peter Parker, that's Aunt May, and this is, who knows. So we are kind of getting Spider-Man. But either way, it looks like there's gonna be some type of prison break where the xenophages probably try to kill all of the rest of the symbiotes, which leads to Venom and Eddie's last dance. And honestly, I was getting a little emotional as they recreate the creation of Adam, the creation of
Venom.
Either way, this movie is looking crazy because we also got the Venom horse, the Venom fish, a Venom frog. I think I found the 18 inches of Venom. Hey, yo!